You start your career at nickel, you kind of go back and forth. What did you learn about the linebacker position last year that leads you to believe you'll be prepared to play that full time this year?
I learned a lot, learning a lot from Coach Mike Stoops, the players that was ahead of me, Pop and Derrick Jackson, they taught me a lot and what it takes to become a linebacker in the SEC. And I feel like this year is going to be, I played a lot of snaps at linebacker now, so I'm more comfortable in playing it for the full season this year.
Was it the most important part, just getting all of those reps in?
Yeah, for sure. Again, the more reps you get exposed to different plays and stuff like that. So just getting the more reps under my belt make me feel more comfortable and confident to go out there this year and play well.
What do you say about anybody who's worried that you and Dayburn aren't the biggest guys inside there, but you're really athletic? What do you say about maybe the concerns about size?
Yeah, I feel like this is the new generation of linebackers now, you know what I'm saying? Like, not too big, you know what I'm saying, that can run sideline to sideline. I feel like we're going to fit perfect. I gained up a few. I'm at 230 now, so you know what I'm saying? So feel good at linebacker. I don't think I'm that small, but yeah, I'm good though.
Alex, there's not a lot of newcomers on this team, specifically out of the transfer portal. That's become a much bigger thing in the past couple of years. As a leader, how do you get them up to speed quickly so you guys are ready to roll as a team week one against Toledo?
Yeah, we got a lot of good players from the transfer portal, a lot of playmakers that played a lot of football. So they know what they come in here to do, you know what I'm saying, help us win games. So we got to just build a connection outside of football, so that when game day comes, you can see our connections on the field.
Alex, as a guy who's been here a while, there's a lot of talk of wanting to reset the culture. What differences maybe have you noticed from the past going into this year?
I feel like just everybody buying in. You can feel it in the whole facility, like everybody bought in to our culture, resetting our culture, because last year wasn't our standard at all. So, you know what I'm saying? So everybody buying in, all the transfer, buying in with it, coming from different places, adding what they learn from different places over here. And I feel like you're going to see on the field because we all gel together as a group now.
Every year, though, to play devil's advocate, we hear that from every team. Hey, it's different. It's this. What has to be different, though, on the field? Because, obviously, the results were not there.
Yeah, it's we gotta look ourselves in the mirror and just tell ourselves, like, last year wasn't what Kentucky football is, and like we understand that. We look back at the film, we really like everybody see that it wasn't the right thing, you know what I'm saying? So this year is what we trying to get back on the right track.
In particular with run defense, you guys are consistently one of the better run stuffers in the league, and that kind of went away in the second half. So what went wrong? What do you have to fix to make sure y'all are fitting the run?
I'll just say everybody just doing their job. Everybody, it's just the little things, not getting out your gap, focus on your gap, then, making the second, going your primary gap, then secondary gap, just little things like that. That's that we got to go back to the drawing board and just work on the little techniques and stuff like that. So I think it should be cleaned up this year, though.
Alex, the guy playing in front of you now, David Gustav from Washington State. What have your first impressions of him been at defensive tackle?
Man, he's a big dude. We was in that weight room, and we was doing 225 bench. He hit about like 37 of them. I'm like, he's strong, so he can move players. We'll take on double team very well, and it's gonna make my job easier.
Last year in media day, I asked you about the move to linebacker, and you said wait and see. Was that a matter of you weren't quite sure at that point, or you just didn't want to, you wanted to kind of fly below the radar? And how do you feel about it now with more confidence?
Oh yeah, I feel way more confident than I did last year. That was my first year ever playing linebacker in my life, period. So jumping in there, I didn't really know what to expect. But now I played a few games under my belt, started a few games at linebacker. So I feel like I'm going in confident and, comfortable this year.
Coaches said they wanted you closer to the ball. How much did that pay off for you?
It paid off really well, I feel like I'm a playmaker, so, me moving closer to the ball is just a big help for the team, you know what I'm saying? Just using my athletic ability just to, make plays.
We've seen Oxendine and Dion and some of these mammoth guys. What's the D-line look like to maybe make your job a little less stressful at times?
Man, we got a great D-line, man, in my opinion. We David, Marquise Grace, we got a few transfers that's coming in they can really play football. You know what I'm saying? They can move guys off the ball, and it's gonna make my job on all the linebackers' job easier. You know.
What's the hardest part about getting those transfers kind of up to speed and gelling and clicking with the team so that you all are all buying in at the same message?
I don't really think it's that hard. We just our coaches do a good job of letting us get together. You know, doing stuff outside of football. You know, just get to let us gel together. You know, get our connection right, so it can show.
What was the just reaction when Vince leaves, and just how did that go down in the facility?
I mean, it took us all for surprise, but we wish him none the best. He recruited me out of high school, so I got nothing but love for him. And yeah, I just want to see him do well at Louisville. But the last game we're gonna have to see him.
What's it mean to be here, to represent UK, and to be handpicked and say, "We want you to go"?
Yeah, it's a blessing. I'm really blessed and honored to be here right now. I didn't even think I would be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Playing the SEC. This is my only SEC offer. You know what I'm saying? So being here right now, it's a blessing. I just thank God for it.
Differently than a year ago, so last year does not repeat itself.
I want to say we got to do a lot of things different. Like I said, we got to be a lot more dialed in, a lot more. Our chemistry, we got to really make sure that we know our brothers. One person's responsibility is just as important as the next man. So really just being dialed in with everything.
So when you were around the ball a lot, you made a lot of plays last year. How does that, or how much confidence does that give you going into this season as one of the leaders?
As a vet and being in the SEC for as long as I have, it gives me a lot of confidence because the game kind of slows down once you kind of been in the speed of the game kind of slows down. Things start kind of getting easier. So my play recognition has been an upgrade this season. So
some new faces up front. How do you feel about the back four? Because it looks like there's a lot of experience there.
I feel great. DJ Waller, JQ Hardaway, me and Ty Bryant. I feel there's starters right now, but I feel like we can bond real good. And we've been working our butts off this offseason, and I feel like we're gonna be great.
Jordan, what was your reaction when Vince left for Louisville?
Hey, it was crazy, especially Louisville. It was crazy, but like I said, I wish the best for him. Good luck to him, and when we see him, we see him.
What's it mean to be one of the guys selected to come here for SEC Media Days? That's one of those leadership honors.
It means a lot. It means a lot, especially from Coach Stoops. Because just the loyalty I have for him, the loyalty he has for me, and just being in the program. Just sticking down, just carry on the blue collar mentality, that we're supposed to have this season. So.
Do you think much about what you're going to wear?
Say it one more time.
Did you think much about what you're going to wear?
Yeah,
put a lot of thought into that.
I put a little suede on. I got. Mama really helped me out a little bit too. So. Shout out to Megan Clay too.
Y'all are going to be in an underdog role a lot this year. Do you like being in that role?
I love being in that role because like I said, being the season we had last year, I feel like it just brings more fuel to the fire. I feel like that we're underlooked right now, as we should be from the season we had. But that's good. That brings our fuel to the fire. We just playing with a chip on our shoulder, so we really have something to play for this year.
Y'all won as an underdog at Ole Miss last year. Does that give you some confidence knowing that, okay, we can do this?
Yeah, it does. But, I'm trying to go step by step right now. First focus on Toledo. We're going to go game by game. Just keep our focus on the main thing,
To piggyback off of that, when he mentioned an underdog, Coach Stoops has relished that role over the years. Have you seen a different mentality with him compared to last year, and especially over the last 2 months or so?
I kind of see the same Coach Stoops, same business guy, same guy that's going to take care of business, same guy, player-led coach, same guy that's going to teach me the things I know, But it's been the same for.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate
Good
y'all.
job.
What's it like to be here with your guys and to be representing the UK at this moment?
It is an absolute honor and a privilege. This is something I've looked forward to doing since I was a freshman, and I'm just super honored and excited that Coach Stoops had picked me to be here.
Why does it mean that much to you?
I think it's an honor to represent your school on this level, on national level. I'm also here as a part of the leadership council as well, so that means a lot to me that I get to represent the University of Kentucky.
Josh, what was it like in that tight end room when Vince left, and how different has it been since?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a surprise, but I wish him the best. But we're really excited about Coach Shea. Coach Shea has been great the last few weeks. He's taught us a lot. He brings a lot of energy and juice to our room, so we're really excited.
What are his strengths as a coach? What do you like about him?
He has a lot of experience with the tight end position. Obviously, he worked at LSU. He worked at Marshall. He knows what he's doing. He's already taught us so much, and I really like his coaching demeanor, and I think I'm really excited to get a full season under him.
What has the new attitude been like for an offensive line that has not lived up to their expectations the last couple of years?
The offensive line looks great. I think we've always had a tradition here at the offensive line position at UK, and that's you got to be gritty. You got to be able to have a 4th-and-1 mindset, like Coach Stoops talked about. So that's what we're doing. Coach identified that we need to get some guys there to fill that room, and that's what they did, and we did really good in the spring.
Those guys you're lining up next to are new guys, a lot of new guys on that offense. So as a guy who's been around as a leader of this team, what's your responsibility to get everybody on the same page, pulling on the same rope?
Yeah, myself, and other leaders on the team take full responsibility for it. Coach Stoops trusted us to be a player-led team, so he wants us to talk about his core values, which are attitude, toughness, discipline, and pride. We got to embody those each and every single day, and so that's what we're trying to get to the new guys, and they've done a really good job of picking it up.
For a lot of those new guys, they've bounced around in other places, and this is kind of their last chance. So do you all kind of see this as a big opportunity to kind of prove people wrong?
This is a great opportunity. I wouldn't want to be any other place right now. I know obviously there's a lot of people overlooking us, but we love that. We're embracing it. We're showing up every day, and we're working with that 4th-and-1 mindset, attacking the weight room, attacking the film room, attacking the field work, and that's what we love about it. And they're super pumped. We got a lot of talented players on our team, and so we're all very excited.
What about people who always wonder, is this the year they throw to tight ends?
You know what? I'm into winning. All I want to do is win. So if that means I get some opportunities out there, I'll take it. But ultimately, I'm going to do what I got to do to help the team win.
How often do you relive that moment in Oxford when the ball is hanging in the air and you're in the end zone?
Sometimes I have dreams about it. That was an unbelievable moment, and what a great team win. I go back to the moment of my teammates, grabbing me and celebrating with me after that win, because that's all it was. It was just a great team win, and I happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Josh, it's the first time in your career you had the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row. What's that like, and do you think that kind of continuity is going to help you all?
Oh, yes, of course, that continuity helps us very well. I actually, over my career and my high school included, I've had to deal with coaching changes a bunch. So it is really nice to have Coach Hamden back. I really love Coach Hamden. I think he's a brilliant football mind. And it's nice getting to have a similar system for 2 years. So I'm super excited about that.
With new quarterbacks seemingly every year, what does Zach and what does he bring that maybe Vandegrift didn't or that Leary didn't? And what are the similarities there?
Yeah, I wouldn't say, that he brings something different than anyone else, but he's very talented. They're all talented quarterbacks. I think he brings a lot of experience. He's seen, back at Texas A&M, he saw Alabama's. He's played in the SEC, so I think that experience is something big as well. And then we're gonna have a great quarterback battle this fall. I think all the quarterbacks are looking really good.
Stoops had some nice things to say about Seth McGowan. What have you seen from Seth?
Oh, I think he's a stud. He's a stud in the weight room as well. I saw he probably one of the strongest guys in there. He's power cleaning with the big guys, And he brings a lot of juice, a lot of grit. He attacks every rep, finishing 25 yards down past he gets tagged and stuff on the field. So, I think he brings a lot, and I'm excited about that running back room.
Josh, if someone's been in the program a while, there's a lot of talk about just like kind of resetting the culture. What have you seen this year that's maybe been different from past years?
Yeah, I don't think anything changed. We still have the same 4 core values. I think maybe a shift in urgency after last season. But same culture, same mindset. We just got to make sure that we're more intentional about it this season.
Running game. Will we see more of a old school Mark Stoops ground and pound type running game?
I think we'll see a balanced offensive attack. I think obviously it starts with being able to run the ball. You got to run the ball in the SEC. So obviously we're going to get that, and that's going to establish all the pass plays off of that.
If you you've got some big guys in your room now. What do they bring to the tight end position?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited about our room. We got guys like Willie Rodriguez, who's shown some glimpses of what he could do last year, and I'm very excited about his career here at Kentucky. Henry Boyer, really good blocking tight end that also has shown that he can make some plays down the field in the spring. We got Elijah Brown, who has some experience playing at Bama, UCF, FAU, and then the freshman, who I think is super talented, and I'm really excited to see what he does over the course of his career.
You got a lot of transfers that are looking to make an impact off the bat. As one of the team leaders, how do you get them up to speed to start?
Yeah, I think it's the small things on a day-to-day basis. It's showing them and leading by example of what the culture is like at Kentucky with the 4 core values that I stated earlier. It's talking to them at lunch. It's pushing them. It's holding each other accountable. That's what the leaders on the team want to do. We want to hold each other accountable to live up to the standard at Kentucky, and they've embraced it, and they've done such a good job.
Couple more guys.
Just following up too on that 4th and 1 mindset, Coach Stoops also mentioned that. Where does that stem from, and how is that used actually within the locker room? Is it a common kind of mantra for you guys?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it doesn't stem from anywhere specific, but we just know on 4th and 1, you got to be perfect. Those are the big time plays when you're lining up in a game. I think it just comes out. It comes out of us in the weight room, in the locker room, on the field. We're attacking each and every single rep, and that's especially what you got to do on 4th and 1.
The degree of roster turnover, does that help you all kind of put last year in the past?
Yeah, I mean, they had nothing really to do with last year, and I think even the guys that have been here learned from last year, and now we're looking forward to this year. So I would say that doesn't really have anything to do with some of the new guys this year.